Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss about functional interface. Okay, so all of them are functional interface, but this particular interface name itself is called as a function. Okay, before we are jumping into that, what is function and what are the methods are available, let's open the Oracle doc and we'll see what is function. Okay, let's open the Oracle doc. Here, where is the function? You can go to the Oracle site and you can find out the documentation here, and there you can find out function. See, okay, so interface function, it has a two inputs. Okay, t which is belongs to the input function and r is the return type. Okay, so basically what we are trying to see here, the function which will take two inputs and one is the input parameter and another one is the output parameter. Even though it has two parameter, technically it's just a single parameter because the second parameter is indicating that what type of data it is going to be written, right? Okay, so let's see. So first of all, what is a function? Function means I have a class. Within the class, I have some functions. Within the function, I have some implementation. Okay. If you want to call the particular method, you need to create an object for the class, and with a reference, you need to call that. But in Java 8, it has been enhanced a lot. Okay. So what you can do is you can write a function, and you can assign the implementation to a variable, and you can pass the variable as a method parameter or class variables, something like that. Okay, this particular thing is not possible before Java 8. Okay, so let's create a simple program to see how function is going to work. Okay, let's create a new class. So the method name is function example. I need to have a main method, so just click finish. Okay, so now we have a class ready. So let's create a function. Okay, so static function. Second. Okay, function under java dot util dot function. See, it is asking for two parameters. The first one is the input. Okay, for here I'm going to pass it as string. And what will be the outcome of it? Okay, I want outcome as a string or integer also. Okay, let's do string here, and function 1 equaled, so the single parameter, which for example we can name it as some name. So what is the implementation for that? So I'm going to update or concatenate something with the, or else for now what we can do is we can simply format the input variable to uppercases. So what I'm going to do is name dot to uppercase. Okay, so now just take a look at it. This is the implementation. Okay, I have an input parameter and I'm converting the input data into a uppercase data. Okay, and I'm returning that. So f1 will hold the implementation. So you can now use the f1 variable to access this implementation. Okay, let's try it out. Let's put it in the syswo sysout. Okay, result. So I'm going to use the f1 dot apply. And what is the string? I'm going to pass it as a Java. Okay, before that, let's jump into the function interface and see what are the methods are available. Okay, here apply. This is the method which we are going to call, and this is the input parameter. Okay, and this is the return type. Okay, basically apply accept one parameter, and this particular R indicates what kind of return type. and I have a compose, and we have and then, and we have identity. Okay, let's see compose and then bit later. Okay, so let's go by apply first. Okay, so I have the program ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to run the program. Run as Java application. See, I got the data back with the uppercase. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the another function interface. So what we are going to do is the first thing, it modified the data into uppercase, and second, I'm just adding some data into or concatenating into the some existing data. Okay, so let's copy paste that and just name it as a f2 and name, or you can say, okay, name that uppercase dot concat and here features, basically Java features. Okay, so let me run the same like this. Result f2 dot apply. Okay, so this is result 1 and this is gonna be result 2. Let's run this and we'll see. See, the result 1 is Java and result 2 is Java with a capital letter, and then the features has been added. Why it is in capital letter? The thing is, the first thing, I'm updating my input to uppercase and then I'm concatenating it. Okay, okay, so let's apply and then. Okay, for now I'm going to comment out these two lines. Okay, so now I'm going to use this f1 dot and then f2 dot apply and the string which we are trying to convert, which is nothing but Java. So let's assume, okay, what is going to be the output for this. Okay, I have f1 and then and f2 and I'm applying this particular string to these particular functionalities. So the way it will work, it will execute f1, okay, and then it will move on to f2. Okay, so for example here, f1 change this particular literal into a uppercase, and then that uppercase data will pass to the and then method, and then the f2 concatenate that uppercase data into this particular feature. Okay, so Java in a capital letter and feature. Okay, let's run this and see what is going to happen. Save it first, just run it. See, Java features. Okay, so the f1 is processed and then it move on to f2. So the processed data will move to f2. From that data we are concatenating that particular feature which we indicates here. Okay, okay, let's try compose now. System, okay, let me put syswo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use f1 dot compose f2 dot apply and the input data is Java. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some letter here to differentiate. Mm, and then result, and here this is compose result. Okay, so let's think about the compose, how it is gonna work. Okay, the first thing, and then it will go step by step. It will execute order by order. F1, F2. If you have F3, it will apply F3. Then it's going to the apply. Okay, let's think about the compose here. So what is gonna F1 dot compose? Basically, when you're using compose, the first parameter, the first function will not going to be executed. So the parameterized function, I mean the data, I mean the input which we are passing to the compose, which will process first. In this case, F2 will process, and then the processed data will pass on to F1, and then it will execute the result. Okay, so let's see. So f1.compose.f2. So first thing, what is f2? F2 is modifying a literal into a, or updating the particular literal with the features. The feature is added here, and then f1 compose that f2. Let's try run it. Okay, let me put it a colon here so it will be pretty clear to see. Just run this. See what happened now. Okay, so what basically is happening, right? The first thing, this particular f2, this is taking this particular feature. Okay, this is the data, and this particular feature I am moving to pass to f1. F1, it has a data of Java, so Java space features, and the entire thing will be updated to uppercase because our f1 is modifying the data to a uppercase. Okay, so we came to the end of this particular video, and the next video we are going to continue with the function example. And thank you.